This is called BCAD. It stands for Before COVID, After Daddy. I used to be a no-paper poetical princess. Prided myself on the way words rhythmically released from my mouth onto your ears, into your stomachs, gliding through the ends of my fingertips. I used to flail those fingers, palms free, sans paper. You couldn't tell me nothing when I entered this center, when my echo illuminated. You couldn't tell me nothing when I was who I was, what I was, when there was before. And there are no finger flails in the quicksand that is AD, after daddy. How do I praise the mutilated world, hung and aware of this emptied earth? People parade and preach back to normal, back to normal. We are getting back to normal, and I am screaming into the void, arms in the air, in the ocean, as America rages on a yacht held up with scotch tape. And I talked a lot of shit about 45 and his fatal choices. You got 46 clunking around, barely making noises. 46, aka the drunken abuelo who makes promises he ain't never keeps. Talking all that shit about healing America, and then a 1-2 preventative, not curative, shot comes to play, and suddenly COVID is over and America is back. And back to what? Back to fake facts and broken pacts and disregard for the millions of us who lost our families to this? Where is our recognition? Instead of commemoration, all time is spent convincing, sitting there debating a science that has a world wide web chock full of research on how this mass reach works. It is not my job to teach you how to use your resources, nor to teach you how to use your eyes to read, yo. But you're not thinking of us as you spout your rhetoric. You're not thinking of the umpteenth months of misery and confusing biometrics for the rest of the globe, including those who have no access to vaxes. You're so transfixed on someone being out to get you that you can't even see we are already gone. 1.5 million and counting. When I first wrote this poem, it was 660. I cannot debate you on social media about vaccinations and mass vigilance. I hear the term exposure and picture particles floating into my glorious father's mouth as he walks with that rhythm that reassured me in a way I hadn't known I needed, how I need it now. My mother says to me, I am beginning to understand why this has happened to us. I am not so wise. How can I move forward when I have yet to get my revenge on the past? The world needs to know what it did to my soul, what it's doing to people who are pleading for mere comprehension, attention, universe. I'm on my knees, I beg, I plead, please let me be the LeahV I was when I was who I was when there was before. And who is she again? Elongated with the pen? Hyped up and hounding each noun. Why can't I fucking remember my own words and speak them the way I spoke them, the way I sold them and told them and stroked them before? I have to face myself. Before is no more. All I can do is whisper as I write. Be gentle to my sentences, be loving to my crevices, give myself space. Turn off the TV, give myself grace. Turn off the trees, I guess, the ones that shuddered outside my teenage room window as I slept at night. And my father slept too in the next room, and he breathed steadily, breathed beautifully. All I can do is play pretend inner peace, hug up on Andresi, my daddy, and he nourish my anatomy without engaging in my keen ability to self-destruct. Cry, inhale, grieve the me that died. Exhale. All I can do is watch the clock, watch the ticking, wait for explosion, wait for the day that I remember my father without first recalling his viral implosion. Daddy, can you hear me where you are? The world is ringing, but I hear you singing from afar. Do you see me up here? First time's a charm. I know you hate to hear my hatred for the mutilated world, but I gotta get this out so I can get back in. I gotta get this out so I can heal some sin. I gotta get this out, but I'm stuck on what could have, should have been. I remember when I was who I was, what I was when there was before. And on this DTL stage, I face myself. Before, simply no more. Thank you. Thank you.